Nuclear bombs raining from the sky, society burned to ash, and a world forever changed by radiation and greed. This is Fallout, Amazon's smash hit series that's delivering exactly what fans of the iconic game franchise have been waiting for. Grab a Nuka-Cola and strap in, because I'm breaking down every twist, betrayal, and mutation across all 8 episodes. The world goes boom. The year is 2077. America looks like a retro futuristic dream, with flying cars, robot butlers, and nuclear-powered everything. While the country boasts this shiny exterior, tensions with China have reached a breaking point. Cooper Howard, a Hollywood star and Vault-Tec spokesperson, lives blissfully unaware with his wife Barb and daughter Janie until nuclear missiles strike Los Angeles without warning. As mushroom clouds bloom on the horizon, Cooper and Janie race toward a vault, marking the fiery end of the world as they know it. Fast forward 219 years to 2996. The world above is a radioactive wasteland where mutated creatures roam and survivors fight for scraps. Underground in Vault 33, Lucy McLean has spent her entire life in ignorant safety until Wasteland raiders kidnap her father, forcing her to venture to the surface for the first time. 3 paths through the Wasteland. Fallout follows 3 main characters whose stories intertwine around one central figure. Dr. Siggy Wilzig, a scientist carrying a mysterious blue device everyone wants. Lucy McLean breaks every rule she's known for by leaving Vault 33 to rescue her father. Her sheltered upbringing makes her dangerously naive about the Wasteland's horrors, but her determination to find the truth drives her forward. Maximus joins the Brotherhood of Steel, a quasi-religious military organization obsessed with hoarding technology. When a mutant bear attack leaves his mentor, Knight Titus, wounded, Maximus makes his first moral compromise, letting Titus die before taking his power armor and identity. The Ghoul, once Cooper Howard himself, now a radiation-mutated bounty hunter, carries 200 years of trauma behind his disfigured face. Immortal but not invincible, he needs special chems to maintain his sanity and prevent turning feral like other ghouls. Vault-Tec's sinister experiment. Lucy's journey begins with what should be the happiest day of her life, that is, her arranged marriage to someone from neighboring Vault 32. Instead, it turns into a bloodbath when the groom is actually Raider leader Lee Moldaver, who kidnaps Lucy's father Hank. In Vault 33, Lucy's brother Norm discovers their mother, Rose, didn't die as they were told. She escaped to the surface years ago, and their father tracked her down with devastating consequences. As Lucy pursues her father, she uncovers Vault-Tec's horrifying truth. The vaults were never meant to save humanity. They were twisted experiments designed to observe how people react under extreme conditions. Each vault tested different variables, turning residents into unwitting lab rats. The Brotherhood's hypocrisy. Maximus believes wholeheartedly in the Brotherhood's mission to protect humanity from dangerous technology. But after assuming Titus's identity, he begins to see the organization's hypocrisy. The Brotherhood claims to safeguard humanity while hoarding power armor, energy weapons, and pre-war tech for themselves. They kill anyone who stands in their way, becoming exactly what they feared: power-hungry zealots corrupted by technology. When Maximus joins forces with Lucy to retrieve Wilsig's head, he discovers Shady Sands. Once the thriving capital of the new California Republic, it has now been reduced to radioactive rubble. The destruction forces him to question everything he believed about the Brotherhood's mission. The Ghouls Revenge tour. Cooper Howard didn't just survive the bomb, he discovered his own wife's betrayal. Through flashbacks, we learn that Barb was a high-ranking Vault-Tec executive involved in the company's darkest plans. Cooper discovers that Vault-Tec deliberately engineered the nuclear war to eliminate competition and control what remained of humanity. The apocalypse wasn't an accident or inevitable conflict, it was corporate sabotage on a global scale. Now as the Ghoul, Cooper hunts Dr. Wilzig across the wasteland, eventually forming an uneasy alliance with Lucy. Their relationship evolves from hostage situation to reluctant partnership as they navigate the dangers of the wasteland together. Vault 4 and Moldaver's true identity. Lucy and Maximus stumble upon Vault 4, which, unlike other vaults, has opened its doors to wasteland survivors. The residents worship Raider leader Moldaver as the Flame Mother and perform bizarre ritual. When Lucy investigates the vault's forbidden level, she discovers evidence of human experiments, confirming her worst fears about Vault-Tec's true purpose. Meanwhile, Moldaver isn't just some wasteland raider. Before the war, she was Ms. William, a brilliant scientist whose cold fusion research could have prevented the resource war. Vault-Tec buried her work to protect their profits, directly leading to the nuclear apocalypse. Now, 2 centuries later, she finally has a chance to power up Los Angeles with her reactor if she can get the activation code from Hank. The secret of Vault 31. Norm's investigation leads him to the mysterious Vault 31, where he discovers the cryogenically preserved junior executives of Vault-Tec. It is overseen by the grotesque cyborg brain of Bud Askins, who is a Vault-Tec executive from before the war. The bombshell connects all the threads. Vault-Tec's executives never died. They've been puppeteering humanity from the shadows for 2 centuries, using the Vault Overseers as their pawns. When Norm confronts the digital consciousness of Bud Askin, he learns that Vault-Tec had actually planned for the nuclear war, seeing it as an opportunity to reshape society according to their vision. Shady Sands and Rose's fate. The most appalling revelation comes when Lucy learns the truth about Shady Sands and her mother. Rose didn't not only left Vault 33, but also escaped with her children years earlier. Hank tracked them down, and in his twisted devotion to Vault-Tec, was responsible for the nuclear bombing that destroyed Shady Sands. The attack turned Rose into a feral ghoul, a mindless, aggressive monster who lost all humanity. The mother Lucy thought was dead has been roaming the wasteland as a radiation-ravaged shell for years. When Lucy finally confronts her father about these atrocities, he attacks Maximus, confirming his true nature. Lucy disowns him for his crimes, finally seeing through the lies that shaped her entire life. The explosive finale. Everything converges in the final episode. Lucy delivers Vilzig's head to Moldaver, extracting the activation code for the cold fusion reactor. Moldaver activates the device, bringing power to Los Angeles moments before dying from her wounds. The Brotherhood forces, believing Maximus killed Moldaver, acclaim him as Knight Maximus. The promotion puts him in position to potentially reform the Brotherhood from within, though he's now complicit in their deceptions. Lucy mercy kills her feral ghoul mother, finally giving Rose peace after years of suffering. The ghoul, believing his family might still be alive somewhere, invites Lucy to travel with him and his dog Dogmeat to hunt down Vault-Tec's leaders. And Hank? He flees to the remains of New Vegas, setting up Season 2's exploration of one of the franchise's most iconic locations. Unresolved Mysteries for Season 2. As we head into Season 2, several mysteries remain. What happened to Cooper's wife Barb and daughter Janie? Are they still alive in cryo-sleep somewhere? What will Hank find in New Vegas? And what new allies or enemies await him there? Will Maximus use his new position in the Brotherhood to change it from within? Or will power corrupt him too? What other Vault-Tec executives remain alive, and what additional horrors did they unleash on the world? Please share your thoughts in the comment. The Wasteland remains a brutal yet attractive place where anything can happen. New Vegas promises even more moral complexity in the seasons ahead. As the franchise's iconic tagline reminds us, war never changes. Hit that subscribe button if you want breakdowns of Season 2 when it drops next December. I'll be covering every New Vegas connection, Easter egg, and shocking moment from the moment it premiered. The Wasteland awaits, and there are still countless stories to be told in this brilliantly realized post-apocalyptic world.